Preach to us, brother. Preach to us.
So we just finished recording a video about a high ABV cider. And then my GoPro froze and we lost 90% of that footage. Upset us quite a bit. So we're just going to scratch that whole idea and ferment my cider and make something else. Bananas.
Lots.
I have
bananas.
always wanted to make a mead with bananas. So we have lots of bananas. We even have more bananas in our frozen and then thawed frozen berries. There's no bananas in there.
No, but there's blueberries.
Just blueberries
cherries.
and dark sweet cherries and red tart cherries and strawberries. So let's make a strawberry and banana mead.
But there's a disclaimer with bananas, isn't there?
Is there? Oh, disclaimer with bananas. You can never have dry mead if it's made with bananas.
It will taste really bad.
When you pull all the sugar out of bananas, they are unbelievably sour and tart. You will be shocked just how sour and tart a banana is without the sugar. So if you ever use bananas in anything that you ferment, don't ever have it dry. Always plan to back sweeten or to hit alcohol tolerance or in some way, shape, or form finish with a sweet end product. We decided to be ingenuitive this time. We're adding about 1.5 gallons of honey, 17.5 pounds, which is roughly 1.5 gallons. So instead of weighing out all that honey, we filled this with 3.5 gallons of water, and we're gonna add 1.5 gallons of honey, mix it, and we'll be good to go. We've also scrubbed and washed our bananas. We're adding the whole banana, peel and all. We're cutting the little black bit off.
Now,
But
Eric, why would we be adding the whole banana?
see, it is a rarely known concept that the majority of the flavor in fruit is in the peels. Some people don't know that. Well, they might. But whenever food makers make something taste like a fruit, more often than not, they pull the flavor from the peels rather than the fruit itself. So let's add our honey, shall we? Now, our typical nutrient schedule is going in here also. 4 teaspoons of Ferm, 2 teaspoons of FermK, and 1 teaspoon of potassium carbonate. We're adding 4 more teaspoons of Ferm on day 2 and 4 more on day 4. If you want to go ahead and mixy, I will add our nutrients. 4 teaspoons of Ferm, 2 teaspoons of FermK. I always like to very carefully measure my nutrients. We're good. Do that and stack them over here somewhere. Cut off both ends and discard, and just cut into chunks like chop. Okay, so we're done. And we're gonna pitch our yeast here in just a moment. Did we already talk about sweet, having a sweet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure it's sweet.
Make sure it's sweet. This is gonna be racked, stabilized, and back sweetened.
Hey, I'm really curious about this one.
Me too.
I'm really interested in how the bananas are gonna come through.
We did use a lot of bananas, so hopefully we put a lot of banana flavor. Now there is a lot of fruit here, so we're gonna have to be very vigilant to push the fruit cap down.
Yes, definitely.
You know about that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But you might want to tell the audience just in case.
The fermentation forces CO2 up the mead, and all that rising CO2 will push all this fruit up and up and up. It'll clog right here. It'll clog your airlock. and the pressure will build and build and build, and all of a sudden, boom.
So just take the spoon.
Yes, and that
push it down.
take your spoon and push it down. And that is where the term mopping the ceiling comes from. Most homebrewers have done it a time or two. Let's pitch our yeast, shall we? First things first, we're gonna rehydrate our yeast. We're using a new yeast this time, Ferm 43. A few spoons of Go Ferm. Yeah, sometimes I get overzealous with my Go Ferm.
Yeah, see that.
We need to get like an automatic stirring machine.
Kind of drill.
Yeah, but one for smaller.
Let's go ahead and break the glass.
And there we go. All done. I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, push the fruit cap down 2-3 times a day whenever I notice it's coming up. On 48 hours, I'm gonna add 4 more tisps of fermento. At 96 hours, I'm gonna add 4 more tisps of fermento. When it's done fermenting, as verified by gravity readings, I'm going to cold crash it, rack it, stabilize it, back sweeten it, and bottle it. In that order. We are so sorry I didn't get to watch that high ABV cider video. Maybe we'll redo it one day.